A politician spends 20 years warning us about the dangers of the BJP. He gives speeches about secularism. He gives interviews about constitutional values. He writes emotional tweets about protecting minorities. He tells us democracy is dying. Then one fine morning, democracy is still dying, the constitution still under attack, minorities are still supposedly in danger. Nothing has changed except one small detail. The politician has joined the BJP.
Hey!
Apparently, the threat was serious, just not serious enough to decline a cabinet position, a ministerial bungalow, a Z-plus security convoy, or a few 100 crore hard cash. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my ultimate problem with Indian liberal politics. I don't blame the BJP, not on this. They're doing exactly, precisely what they said they would do for the last 40 years. They tricked nobody on this. They deceived nobody. Their ideological project has been visible for decades. You may support it, you may oppose it, but at least you know what it is. The real fraud is happening somewhere else. The real fraud is being committed by politicians who spent years selling secularism. Save the constitution, save the democracy, save the republic, save the nation, save. But the moment power changes direction, they save themselves. We were told this was the Avengers versus Thanos, an epic cosmic struggle for the very survival of the universe. But halfway through the movie, Captain America drops his shield and politely joins Thanos to Wakanda. They don't just switch sides, they switch lifestyles. Yesterday, the Lotus was a threat to democracy. Today, it is home decor. The framed portrait of Karl Marx, Gandhi, Nehru, Ambedkar quietly moved to the basement, replaced by a pristine white marble lotus. The social media handles get the most brutal architectural derivation. The bio that used to say fighter for truth, anti-fascist, guardian of the republic, scrubbed clean with high-grade digital bleach. Now it reads, humble servant of the nation, Modi ka parivar, focused on development, Viksit Bharat 2047, irony ki maa ki aankh.
हिपोक्रेसी की भी सीमा होती है.
India is witnessing the greatest ideological battle since independence. Secularism versus majoritarianism, federalism versus centralization, constitutional morality versus electoral authoritarianism, good versus evil. Marvel level stakes. One side is supposedly fighting to save the republic. The other side is supposedly trying to redesign it. And yet, for some reason, at no point in our history have so many opposition leaders have been so desperate to cross that line. They don't jump the fence, they pole vault over it.
Superstar photo.
Yesterday, we will fight them in the streets, we will fight them in the courts, we will fight them in the parliament. Today, Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat. Modi hai to mumkin hai. Har har Modi, ghar ghar Modi. Sabka saath, sabka vikas. New India. Amrit Kaal, double engine sarkar, vocal for local, strong leader, strong nation. फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार. Take Sayoni Ghosh for example. You see some people fall for supermodels. I fall for a beautifully placed metaphor in a political rally. I get weak in the knees when someone can quote Rabindranath Tagore, William Shakespeare, Rumi, Das Kabir, I am among those unfortunate souls who are helpless against poetic alpha characters, who get instantly attracted towards raw confidence, poetry, bravery, and man, she had the whole package. The sharp eyes, the crisp cotton saris, the Hawaii chappals, the aura, the swagger.
मोहम्मदूर रसूलुल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा पाल तूल दे माझी हला कृष्णा पाल तूल दे माझी हला कृष्णा ছেড়ে দে নৌকায় আমি যাব মদিনা ছেড়ে দে নৌকায় আমি যাব মদিনা शायोनी घोष है ना, वो चड्डा नहीं है, इसीलिए वो चड्डा चड्डी नहीं होगा कभी। तुम्हारे पास EDCBI है, करोड़ों रुपए हैं और बहुत क्षमता है आपके पास, यू हैव पावर। पर हमारे पास एक ही हवाई चप्पल और सफेद साड़ी वाली ममता है। जय बांग्ला, जय बांग्ला।
You have that spark, you have that energy, quite similar to what you had seen a couple of years back in Raghav Chatta. He was young, he could speak like this. ऐसे ऐसे शायरी बोलता था, ऐसे ऐसे शायरी बोलता था.
But I don't have a चड्डा ना, ए नाम के बाद. So चड्डा can become चड्डी, Shiny cannot. Ghosh is Ghosh.
I have to make an embarrassing confession here. I fell for it. When she said, मैं चड्डा नहीं हूँ, तो चड्डी बन जाऊँ. I was like, wow. What an attitude. What an unmatched style. What an uncompromising commitment to the resistance. Then came June 2026. And ladies and gentlemen, the flight lands at Delhi airport. And out steps my alpha crush, my secular Joan of Arc, not to lead a massive secular march, not to read revolutionary poetry against the regime, but to walk straight into a high-stakes strategy meeting at a BJP union minister's residence. At that moment, I felt like a man who discovered his vegan girlfriend secretly owns 3 barbecue restaurants. The reporters surround her. They shove cameras into her face. They throw her own dialogue back at her like a lethal boomerang.
चड्डा नहीं हूँ ये
मैं आपको जवाब नहीं दूंगी, मैं जवाब सिर्फ अपने क्षेत्र के लोगों को।
ये लोग आपकी बात सुन रहे हैं सायनी जी, ये आवाज आपके लोगों तक पहुँच रही है, क्या कुछ आप बताएंगे?
आवाज आगे भी पहुंची।
चड्डा नहीं हूँ, चड्डी बन जाऊँ, ऐसी बात आप तंज कर रही थी, ऐसी बातें क्यों कर रही थी?
It turns out she didn't actually hate the chaddi. She just had a problem with the initial fit. But once the political winter of 2026 set in and the Trinamool fortress started to crack, those exact same shots suddenly felt incredibly warm, comfortable. She realized that in the brutal, unforgiving heat of modern Indian realpolitik, the cotton saree of principled resistance is too heavy to carry. What you really need is lightweight, khaki shirts. These people know exactly what is happening. They know exactly why the BJP is harvesting opposition MPs. This isn't some desperate search for intellectual talent. Nobody in Delhi is sitting there saying, quickly, we need this MP because of her talent. No. They are being recruited for one highly specialized body part. Their voting finger. That glorious democratic finger. The most expensive finger in Indian politics. The finger that can transform history by pressing one green button. Because these aren't ordinary bills. These are the big ones. The kind of legislation that political science students will be forced to memorize 50 years from now. Delimitation. One nation, one election. Uniform civil code. Policies capable of reshaping the architecture of the republic itself. Giant political bulldozers designed to flatten federalism, the end of regional autonomy, the beginning of the permanent Hindi-built domination. And what makes this whole spectacle so extraordinary is that many of these defectors built their entire public identity opposing these very ideas, entire careers, entire speeches, entire television appearances, entire Twitter timelines. That brings us right back to where we started. I don't blame the BJP, not even it too. Why should I? The BJP didn't disguise itself as secular. The BJP is doing BJP things. The lion is hunting. Yes, the BJP entered the opposition fortress, but the opposition general were already standing outside the gate with their resumes in hand.
May I come